So I didn't realize before I started buying them that the covers were different. Like the
Yeah.
different feels, like the glossy, the paper, and
There
and
she
the
is.
velveteen or whatever.
Well, we didn't know that
So
until he
I
did
would
that.
have made my decision slightly differently if I had known
Ooh.
beforehand.
Yeah, to be
Mm.
clear, I love gin. I can just only it's a busy time of year. I'm only gonna buy one
Time
copy.
of year. Right now, I can only get one.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna buy one copy. We're gonna try to make it count.
yeah.
I made sure I went and bought it in store in the US on the day of release so that I could make my happy purchase count the maximum for Billboard charting.
Yes.
I can't find it in stock anywhere near me, but
Yeah, it was out
I'm
of
gonna try
stock.
to order it this week
It was
or
out
in
of
the
stock.
next couple days, so it counts for the first week of charts.
Yeah.
I may have to make the trek out to Barnes and Noble, but it's a little farther away than I normally go. So my targets were out of stock.
Yeah,
Alas.
no, we're gonna for those who are here, we're gonna play a little game of guessing. If you got all three, it's fine. We'll guess which one
Yeah.
is most your preference.
Is
Yeah.
Patricia joining us tonight?
No.
No,
No.
I think
Okay.
she's still traveling.
Me on a plane, I believe.
This is the RM for today. This is the mode.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we all
Yeah.
fumble.
That's accurate.
Valid.
Yeah, I will say somebody's talked about pre-orders. Like my personal experience with pre-ordering is I haven't like I want to have the album quickly, so I'd rather order it after it's released. But like everybody do what you want.
I typically pre-order, but I could not this time. So I was like, I'll wait and get it when it comes out. I wanted the experience of instead of going to Weavers, which is my norm, I wanted the experience of going to the store and getting it.
Mm.
And I got the experience of going to the store and it being sold out.
Did you?
With Muse that I pre-ordered on Weavers and I didn't get my album until like 2 or 3 weeks after it came out. Like
Yeah, we do have to wait when you do the pre-order.
And I was like, I want it in my hands.
Yeah, I normally pre-order from like Walmart or Target in the US, and they were both fucking sold out, which is why I took my happy ass all the way to Barnes and Noble to buy Happy in person.
By the way, if you want to know what we're talking about, we have a blog post on our website, an album buying guide that goes over the usual timelines from each retailer so that if time or price or whatever factor is most important to you, you can decide, or which chart it counts for, you can make a decision.
Yeah, we have an extra responsibility in the US for the Billboard charts. So
Yep.
if that sort of thing is important to you,
Yes.
extra
Sometimes we know that
responsibility.
they're trying to chart more. You know what I mean? Like it just you got to be strategic. Apply some strategery.
Mm-hmm.
So are we gonna do this little game before we move into
Yeah. Okay, let's start fan chant order. Which
Us?
version do we think, Steph?
Am I Kim Namjoon?
Are we guessing each what each one of us wants?
Well, you're not Kim Namjoon. At the minimum, you're Jin.
Right.
I'm still first. We don't really have a Kim Namjoon.
No. Okay. Who am I guessing? Are you guys guessing me? What I
We're
ordered?
guessing you. So, which version? Did you buy more than one version?
Of course you
Okay, I ordered one pre-order, which I did choose a color. And then I bought 3 the other day, all 3 of them, but I gave 2 to the girls, and then I kept one. So you can guess which one I kept for myself. Well, you can guess both, actually. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess the wait, okay. So
I'm gonna guess
red is the J one, right? And then I is green and the N is blue, correct?
Yeah, red is the
green,
camper
blue.
van,
Yeah.
green is the office, blue is blonde. I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess green.
I'm gonna guess green and red.
I'm going to guess green. That's my.
I don't remember if she likes blonde gin. Dang.
It's new, her liking gin. So she's
Yeah, that's true.
Blonde gin
We
though.
pre-ordered. We did not know what we were getting. In
That's why I'm guessing which one you kept. Which one is your preference?
Yeah, which one you kept?
Okay, are you ready for me to answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I pre-ordered, not knowing what I was getting, green, which would be my favorite, which is going to be my favorite. So then I let one of the girls have the green, and then I took red.
Yeah.
I was right.
Okay.
Camper Gin got you? Camper Gin got me. I think it's the
Camper
Hinamago,
Gin.
maybe. Yeah.
All right. Yes, next, I think. Because we have to skip Patricia.
Oh, Christina.
Okay.
All right. I'm buying this album everywhere. I went a little nuts
Okay, but which one, like, you look at and it gives you the shivers?
That's so we're getting.
Which one makes you double take?
Okay. So I picked solely on the album cover color, which is my favorite color.
Green.
Blue.
Green.
Oh,
Blue.
You got
Blue is my
blonde.
favorite
You got
color.
blonde in then.
But I bought the green one as well. And when we do the giveaway that we're going to do, I will have the Weverse exclusive green version for the giveaway.
Okay, because I was thinking green because he's got the most hateful stare down in that one.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but it's funny. I don't know. It was late at night. I don't know. I was like, my favorite color is blue. It's blue. Go. In
That's
cart.
fine.
Buy.
All right. Quince is next.
Oh, it's valid.
And I think I already know the answer, so I can't guess.
Okay, so did you pre-order
I
or did you
100% know
get
the
it
answer.
after you knew what they were?
I still don't have it, but I know which one I'm going to get because I went to go get it and it was sold out.
I'm thinking green.
Oh, I think blue.
I know for a fact the answer to this one.
I thought I knew it, but maybe I'm
I don't know
wrong.
if I can answer.
Oh,
They're gonna guess mine in like half a second, by the way, guys.
It's getting thick in here.
Christina, do you have a guess?
Red.
Oh, all three of you. No, Steph was right. Green.
Green.
So far.
Office Gin. If anybody hasn't heard me, talking about the strange kink that Office Gin has unlocked in me.
Hey.
Okay, for some reason I thought you had a thing for blonde gin.
I do like blonde gin. I don't like that wig.
I think that's my thing.
I would prefer to see
Maybe it was Doc
in his
with blonde gin then. Maybe Doc was blue.
No, when that picture where he's like kind of leaning on the copier, like just nonchalantly looking at his phone, I was like, does this make me feral? And then I had to think about a lot of things and examine my life. And
Now we just need you to do an Office version and we'll be good to go.
We will all
he's just been taking pictures of his everyday life.
There's a lot of offices in my life. Work in an office.
All right, Doc.
Looks to be as much fun.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess
Blue.
Blue.
Are we all wrong?
Probably.
Are we all wrong?
No, fucking blonde gin got me all fucked up.
That was okay. It was her.
There it is.
Like, I clearly have a type because none of you even hesitated. Throw me under the blue bus.
I thought because it was layover Taehyung, blonde layover Taehyung that wrecked you. And so I was like, probably the blonde gin is wrecking her now too.
Blonde gin got me fucked up, man. There's no
You know,
way.
it's funny how we start talking about this, and all of a sudden it says comments in this live have been filtered for protection.
Blonde gin's got other people fucked
What
up.
are y'all saying in there right now?
I'm gonna guess blue for Katie also. I'm gonna guess blue for Katie as well.
Oh.
I'm guessing green for
Or
Katie.
red. Or red.
I guess blue, green for Katie
Oh.
because I don't think she was too into the wig either.
No, but she likes soft. He's real
likes
soft.
That's
true.
Yeah, Christina, do you have a guess or am I answering?
I think it's gonna be red.
Red.
For some reason though. I feel like red.
Absolutely red.
That's why I said or red because he's kind of soft in that one too. Also, there's
I don't mind the blonde, but like you, I don't like the wig. I don't care
Yeah,
for that particular blonde.
That's me.
We have lots of JK biases. We're talking about Jin tonight because his album's out right now.
Yeah. No, you're not the only one here.
You're not the only Jung Kook
Are
bias.
you
here.
kidding
No.
me?
You're only a Jungkook bias.
You can see our JK channel in the server.
Millions of you.
Yeah.
That channel is dangerous.
Of us, we do not. Jin is not one of my biases. I love Jin. Jin is not one of my biases, but his album came out this week, so we're talking about it.
Yep.
Yep.
Because we OT7 up in this bitch as much as we joke around.
Listen.
Or as much as
not?
other people like to claim.
Listen, It is messed up enough that while 4 of them are in my bias line, the other 3 are what I named my cats. So, so
OT7 around here.
It's true. Every once in a while, we get a video or a picture, and it's like, here's baby Jay being a sassy biatch.
Yeah.
As baby
That
Jay.
baby Jay.
stop me from doing the December floral today. I was like, stop it, baby Jay. I'm working, focused on Jim right now.
You can't go wrong with any of them. So
Look at him.
Do you have any
Jay.
idea?
Baby Jay.
Do you have it?
That's baby Jay.
That's
baby
real
Jay.
baby.
Speaking of being wrecked by blonde things.
Yeah. Look at that.
Fine, fine.
I mean,
I don't have a
please.
problem with blonde Jimin.
That's because it's his natural hair color.
His
Everybody knows
natural
that.
hair color. Of course you wouldn't.
Everybody
have a problem
knows that.
with
You don't have a problem with him, of course.
How could anyone have a problem with blonde Jimmy?
Nobody's having a problem with this. There's no problems.
There's no problem
Guys,
here,
don't worry
officer.
about it.
Everyone's fine. Everyone's fine.
problem
But
here.
blonde Jimin ain't one.
Got lots of problems, but blonde Jimin ain't one of them.
Ain't one.
no.
I clearly have an issue with blonde Bangtan. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I don't even know where I am in Discord right now. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go.
I'm trying to find the agenda. I got
Another
sidetracked.
hot flash.
I
Hold
found
on.
the agenda. I found the agenda.
Lord Jimin.
So,
Anyway.
welcome everybody to the AP529 Sunday Night Live, hosted here by our leader and our founder, Stephanie, who is over there bending over in the corner.
You gotta get her ass out the trunk, sweater on.
So on Sundays, so we have 2 lives. Thank you. We have 2 lives a week. On Wednesdays, we have our shorter midweek tea live, where we go over Bangtan news in detail, and we have our little fun week tea segment. We tried it out this past week on YouTube, as opposed to our Army Project 529 account here on TikTok. And I gotta say, it went pretty swell. I'm pretty proud of us.
We exceeded our expectations by a lot.
We had no expectations. That's
true.
the secret, friends, of how to exceed them. Just have none.
Bar.
Just
Floor.
With them.
Bar,
None
like-
are very low.
Yeah, bar low.
Well, some of my friends like to say the bar is in hell.
Yeah. So all you got to do is be purgatory or above. Good, you're good. But we were above purgatory, I believe.
We were only in heck.
We were not too heck. We were not too heck on that.
No, it was fine. We had a lot of fun. We can do the comments on our computer, or at least I could. We could use fun filter. There were some cool things over there, and we got some people who said that they don't have TikTok and they were glad we did something over there.
We did, and that was cool. So we're going to try it again this coming Wednesday. We're going to be on YouTube again. So keep that in mind when you are scheduling your watches of us, if you do such a thing, that we will be back on YouTube this coming Wednesday. For now, on Sundays, we're going to stay on here. We'll let you know if that changes. But our Sunday night format is more discussion based. We do a quick catch up on the news that happened between Wednesday and now, but we kind of just, speed on through it. And then we get into our discussion topics, because you guys told us that you like it when we have like that kind of format. So we're all about listening to the people, and that's what you're here for. So, Katie, your turn.
Sorry, I'm working on something else. Yep, but I did put the link in there this time. So,
Heyo. Way to exceed expectations, Katie.
Patreon.
Yeah, as usual, I'm going to talk about Patreon. For those of you who hang out here a lot, I talk about this every week. We have a Patreon to help support our project, to help pay for all of the stuff we have to pay for. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the website hosting and the newsletter and the Discord. There's bots we have to pay for.
Now it's too early.
Nope, not even a little bit. We have to buy samples when we order new products. Sometimes they don't work out. I mean, blah, blah, blah. a lot of costs associated with this. So if you would like to help support what we do and the community that we create for you and the content that we create for you, we have a Patreon, and you can subscribe for either $3, $5, or $10 a month. Each of those comes with a couple different small benefits that you can read about on the website. So you can get there at patreon.com/armyproject529, or if you go to our website, ap529.com, there's a purple button in the top right corner, and you can click on that and it'll tell you how to get there. So yeah, and we wanted to shout out some of our new subscribers. Let's see.
You know, and I was just thinking about this. Go ahead, Katie. Sorry.
No, finish.
I had a random thought. Well, I had a random thought that I'm always thinking like, oh man, when we film these reactions, I have to edit them to put them on YouTube and stuff like that. And I always forget we have the Patreon video option that I could just upload those reactions without having to do anything to them.
Okay, yeah, because mine got kicked off TikTok. So
I know mine did. I've had like 2 of them so far get kicked off. So yeah.
That's the other thing I was going to say about the benefit of going live on YouTube is that it uploads the live to YouTube as a recording automatically, instantly, basically. So that is a huge help versus waiting for me or Christina to get to it, which can take, a week or more sometimes.
A bit.
And adds an added bonus. The YouTube lives can keep the comment section over on the side. So that way, all of the rest of the later watching interwebs know exactly what the fuck we're responding to when we're like, red card.
Yep.
Also, comments are hilarious.
Yes.
And you make us laugh often, and you come up with great little sayings and quips and names for things.
I can't save them.
And you can't save them on TikTok.
On YouTube, we save that, and so everybody else can see how brilliant and genius you guys are.
Yes. Yep.
Because y'all are funny as shit.
Y'all are funny.
Yeah, you are. Okay. We're going to give a couple shout outs to our most recent couple of months of subscribers, which includes Lissa. Is it Lissa or Lisa? I think it's Lissa. Pirate Gale, Laura, Gretel, Angie D, Lori R. I think there's more than one. And Tamray. So thank you guys very much for supporting.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. Love you.
That's awesome.
Have some JK.
Oh, I'm adding something to this part, just so you know, at the top, so everybody looking at your agenda.
Oh, okay.
Christina, you're up.
Alrighty, we have some holiday merch out. We have a holiday shop. It's super cute. Katie's been working really hard on that. I've been sort of, when I get into the retro series designs, I go really deep into that design and I do a lot of research and everything, which means Katie's left holding the bag for doing the holiday merch, which she's been doing a great job. And so that holiday shop is up. We had a couple commercials up for that. And the cool thing about the holiday shop is for every item that you purchase, we will donate $1 to UNICEF. So not only are you helping out the project, helping us keep the lights on and showing off Bangtan love as you're wearing and using the merch all over the place, but you also are helping UNICEF. And so I think that's a really cool thing to do 2 things at once.
Very cool.
So yeah, so we definitely appreciate you. And holiday merch, it's one of those things where if you ever have to, not just holiday merch, but if you have an idea, something that you've always wanted, like I've always wanted an ornament for the tree that said this, let us know. Send us some ideas. We love, there's a question right there. Donna, do you offer online gift cards?
Oh.
That is a really good question.
I don't know. The answer is currently no, but now you've put an idea in our heads.
Yeah,
I'm
now
not
you've
sure
got an idea for us.
it has the capability.
But we're going to look into it. Did you see all of us go squirrel?
Yeah.
Wait, did you see one of the people on one of my videos asked where I got my Hobi mug, and I sent them to our shop and they got it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
I love that mug, by the way, Sarah. So I 1000% approve.
Suzanne, your ideas.
Maybe we won't approve it for the shop.
Yeah, no.
But
we still have ideas for an after dark line of merchandise, perhaps one day.
Oh yeah.
So
we have many ideas. Do we have time to execute all the ideas?
no,
we
absolutely
don't.
not. But one day,
There is a skincare line coming.
I'm using Shooky
Yeah,
right
there
here.
is.
I will write down some of these ideas because a coupon is a good one.
If you have something that you want, the best way to actually make us do it is to go to the contact form on the website and submit it, and then it ends up in our inbox.
Right.
I will try to write stuff down, but yeah, if I miss
the
it.
best things I love about the holiday merch that we have right now is that it varies so much. There's like literally kind of something for everybody there. And it's not just like holiday. There's also stuff that's like specifically themed to members and their promotions. In fact, there's a whole slew of happy merchandise on there that just so happens to also be holiday appropriate. So it's perfectly timed. Leslie showed off. She got a sweatshirt, and she showed it off today in the Discord. So maybe she'll post a picture of it in the Discord.
Cute.
But yeah, so I just love we've got so much stuff. Ornaments. There's
so many ornaments. I added some new ornaments today.
Yeah. The ornaments are proving really popular, guys. So thank you all so much.
Katie's been working so hard. Katie and Christina on those designs. But Katie she lost herself in the holiday merch.
I was like,
this is glorious.
And I know it may seem early, but we've only got, I think, 4 days left for international shipping, so non-US shipping, to arrive by 12/24. There's only 4 days left. You can certainly order after that, and it might arrive by then, but you really need to allow up to 30 days, basically, for non-US shipping. So that's why we're pushing it now, even though it's not even Black Friday.
Because our items are made to order.
Yes,
so
our
they're
items
not
are
sitting in a warehouse somewhere, and that's good for the environment. So they don't make the item and ship it until you order it. So,
Rana, that's a good point about people not necessarily wanting to give out their address, but if you want to still give them a gift, and like I said, we're going to marinate on it.
Yeah, well, definitely. Thank you, Donna, though, very much for the idea, because that didn't even occur to me.
It actually is a very clever idea.
A Desert Star, I have been looking for a good place to do like enamel pins or enamel charms or keychains, and I have not found a great one yet. I've spent hours searching for this.
Yeah. We always want it to be quality for you guys.
Yes, quality, and sometimes to order just one of an item, the price is astronomical. So, yeah.
We continue on.
We continue on, but yeah, it's on my radar.
It's November, guys. Currently we're in week 45 of the blog.
Ooh.
And it is week 2 of November. And this week in the blog, we talked about his second mixtape, Mono, which he released in 2018 on SoundCloud. And we talk about some other various collaborations he had kind of around that same time. It was a really great week. We had a fun time in the watch party the other night, just talking about his state of mind through that whole time period where, BTS was thinking about disbandment and things like that. So another really great week here in November, and we're about to hit week 46. I will talk about that more at the end. But if you haven't checked it out already, please do go to the blog and give it a go, because everyone's been really enjoying. I didn't know what the reception was going to be like for these member solo specific months for covering their solo discographies. But so far the reception has been like off the charts positive.
And the blog watch party was the content watch party was awesome, because I heard a song that I had never heard before. So that was really cool.
I was getting that. We were getting that comment a lot. People were like, I have never heard this before. I had no idea this existed. When we pull out those like little known collabs or this and that, maybe a cover that you missed and didn't know existed. So I always, I know that Doc and I both find it especially gratifying when we are able to provide people with Bonton content that's still new to them. even if they've been in Army for a while. Yes.
Well, that's only because there's a shit ton of it.
That's when we know we've done our job well, searching and diving into this deep dive of the content is when people are like, I never even knew that song existed or that video existed. And it's like, yay.
We say it too.
Work, I found it.
We say it too. When we're going through the content, like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this before.
Listen, there have been a number of songs that were like covers or things they uploaded on SoundCloud that I had heard like people put edits to and thought they were like an AI song because I was like, they never fucking did that song. And I thought it was like AI or something. And then as I'm doing like the content, I'm like, nope, not fucking AI. They literally did this cover. There is one coming up in December that will, it was a little bit shocking to me. I won't lie.
Well, and this week something came up on YouTube that I had never heard or seen before. It inspired me to ask Doc a question that I think we're getting a special little gift at the end of the year.
So. Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Nice.
Tiny teaser.
Yeah, I won't spoil it.
So exciting.
All right, Steph, you're next.
Fun, guys.
I am.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So we sent out a questionnaire about next year's Moss City meetup, which is going to be in Kansas City, to gauge interest and all of that. We put the link in the Discord and then sent it in an email to people that attended this year's. One of the comments that we got back, because what we said was we're going to be doing it at the exact same location, the same hotel as we did this year. And one of the questions that we got was why? Why are we doing it in Kansas City again? Why are we doing it there again? And so I just thought it'd be easier. We thought it'd be easier for us just to address it here than try to respond to anonymous comments on the thing. Okay, so here's the situation. Okay, we checked a lot of different places. We looked out to a lot of different places. And here's something that I'm learning about trying to hold events.
Shout out to the planning team really quick.
Yeah, who worked their butts off.
They put a lot of time into this.
So much time. Mm-hmm. One of the things that was great about where we did it in Kansas City this year was they allowed us to do, we had a room minimum that we had to spend, which you do at every location that you would do. Plus, they also allowed us to have outside food come in, which helped a lot.
Yes.
It helped a lot. It helped us keep costs way down.
The minimum was a 4-digit number.
Yes. The minimum was a 4-digit number. When we reached out to other hotels, we are talking, I'm just going to be blunt. The average that we would have to spend minimum was between $55,000 and $60,000.
Yeah, well into the 5 digits.
Yes. And that doesn't include, I mean, that's just like the minimum. And like every meal would be at least $45 per person because every meal would have to be in the hotel. They would not allow outside food.
Correct.
Which just makes it so...
Well, number one, we're worried about the quality of the food.
Yeah.
And number two, so when we say it was a price difference, it was like...
It was an insane price difference.
It was like tens
not
of
a lot of
thousands
extra
benefit
benefit for no real extra benefit, honestly.
No. In fact,
like $50,000 more.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things we got comments on, we did a feedback survey and we asked about the food. One of the most popular meals was the bibimbap dinner. And we wouldn't be able to do that because we'd be limited to what the hotel menu has.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was an outside cater.
Yes.
Yeah. And the other thing that I've said it a million times, and again, we're just being bluntly honest, is our personal, like my personal, and if any other team does it with me, our personal income's on the line. We have to sign the contract for a minimum that is guaranteed to be spent. And if we don't get people filling the rooms and doing it, we have to pay out of our personal pockets. So I am very nervous to put my name on something where we have to spend the minimum of $50,000.
Not.
You're like, Sean, the good news is it's not for goats.
Yeah.
Like, we're not an LLC. We're not an LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Oh.
There's not a big 5-digit pool of money anywhere.
Yeah. At this point in our project, that's not an amount of money that we're just prepared to.
We haven't sold quite enough ornaments for that. Okay.
No.
True. True.
Yeah, think of Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lights on at this point. We're not like $50,000 on a hotel.
Yeah, that explains why we picked that hotel. And also, the hotel was really good to work with. They bent
that was
backwards with us.
Yes.
They were
Everybody
really
liked having
cool.
kitchens in the rooms. The hotels we could find, even if we could deal with the price issues, which were insurmountable in our opinion, most of the other hotels didn't include breakfast, and they didn't have kitchens in their rooms. So we were like, this is, somehow we lucked into the best option in Kansas City.
yeah.
Yep. And I didn't hear a
downtown
single
Kansas City, we live by
complaint
the airport.
that we were decorating the outside of our doors.
Yeah, nobody complained.
7 Korean men.
Listen, we get not one complaint over me throwing confetti everywhere the fuck I walked.
Nope, they did not complain.
Nope.
They didn't complain about how loud we were. Nobody complained.
Complain about how weird we were.
I mean, here's the thing.
Try to join our weirdness.
The other thing is we have to guarantee the block of rooms that we're going to do. That's another thing that we're liable for. So we have to do so many rooms. I mean, even if, like, it's one of the things I discussed in my hysteria was with shells was, okay, well, we could just do it to where we don't block rooms. We say this is what we're going to do. People get their own rooms wherever they want to go, and then they come in. But we would still have the room minimum for the hangout room. So that would still be $58,000 just for the rooms, and we'd still have to spend the money on the food.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
you know.
So anyway, that's why
Nobody's got a black card like these guys.
No, we do not.
Yeah, we do not.
Yeah.
Okay, so another
why we
question
picked
we've gotten a lot.
that
A question
hotel.
we've gotten a lot was why Kansas City? Yes. And the answer to that is if you open up a map of the United States and you throw your finger in the dead ass center of it, you're going to hit Kansas City. And it has an international airport.
Yes.
Yep.
Although there are not direct flights.
Vegas is way too expensive.
Yeah, other cities are way more expensive.
Yeah, although there are not direct flights to every city in the US, there are direct flights to a lot of big cities, a lot of other international airports, and the cost of everything is so much lower. If you go to a Chicago, which was another place we considered, in Atlanta, which was another place we considered, the hotel itself is twice as much. So then you have less airfare, but more hotel rate, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right, and you turn your your 50,000 into 70,000 by going to these bigger cities. So
instead of
they
$139
don't
a
have
night for
the
the hotel.
option of the the one that's in the 4 digits.
Yeah. We would have loved to have changed locations just for the variety. Not that we didn't love Kansas City, we did, but for the variety of it, or to give other people a chance to be a little closer, and like that kind of thing. But it at this point, like, it just, again, wasn't in the cards for us. We do expect to experience growth as compared to this year, but we're not looking at the kind of growth that would justify spending that kind of money.
Yeah.
So
We are going to have we have to cap the amount of people that can come because of the room size. That was another reason that we wanted to go someplace else, because we wanted to be able to get much, much larger. We're just not going to be able to, so we are going to have to cap it at like 150, which is still 60 more than last time.
Yeah.
So, so just be on the lookout, because probably early December, second week in December, we'll send the information out and be ready to get hotel rooms and start booking. So that's the goal.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That is the other thing. So we are going to give a heads up maybe a week in advance of when it's going to go for sale. But it is going to be a little different this year. You're going to purchase your registration ticket through the website. So we'll try to give you a heads up so that if you need to get your couple $100 together, you can. But yeah, you should be expecting that in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
So Margaret asked, Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri are basically the same city. It just part of it is on one side of the border and part of it is on the other. I think we happen to be in Missouri.
We were in Missouri, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
in
so
Missouri Falls.
Somebody asked, are we able to get rooms if we aren't able to be in the group, and what hotel is it? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want everybody rushing right now and getting a room right now, because that will screw us over when we're trying to get our block of rooms.
Correct. And I think I think Shells is looking at a couple other dates right in the vicinity.
Right. We're
Just
trying to make sure that we have the right, because we want as many rooms as we can get in the main hotel and not have as many in the flow over. So we don't know our date specifically yet. We had kind of picked a date, but now we have them looking at the week before, the week after, to kind of see if there's a better.
If there's anything better, yeah.
Yeah, if there's anything
We're
better.
looking at summer of next year.
Yes.
Yep.
Midsummer.
Midsummer.
Because we're
Yeah.
trying to accommodate.
Everybody's out of school.
Yes, everybody's out of school. Our teachers are out of school. You know, kids are out of school, and like, you know, that kind of thing. So
Unfortunately, there's not. We can't make everybody 100% happy. We just kind of have to pick. So what we're looking at right now is like end of June through mid July is the dates we're all looking at. We'll let you know as soon as we get the best option. So
after festival,
Which I yeah.
And yes, don't book a room now.
Yeah.
Yes, rooms can be booked double. We are going to try to create a space in Discord where if you want to find a roommate, you can, because that'll help you save some money. We had lots of people who roomed up last year, and it was a great time. I roomed with Christina. I had never met her before. It was fine.
I know. I have
Fine.
no idea.
It's a selling point right there.
It's coming out of the bathroom, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
Katie come
There's
walking in the
Katie.
door. It was surreal.
Yeah.
I had never met them before.
So if you
hugged me
want
twice.
information-
Was that you,
so
Doc?
Here's how you make sure you get information. Number one, sign up for our newsletter and actually read the newsletter when it comes out on Mondays. We'll start putting information there. We'll also throw the information in Discord. So if you're on Discord, you should see it there. So do one of those two things if you want to make sure you know as soon as we get the information and we're open up for registration.
Yes, we will mention it on a live, but if we get the information on a Monday, you won't hear about it on a live until Wednesday or Sunday. So
Yep.
that's it. We got a lot of feedback.
that's all we're getting out right now.
Yep.
Moving right
Not a lot of aggressive feedback. Let's put it that way.
Foot loose and
fine,
free.
You know, we
a
read
lot
it all.
of really great feedback too.
Yes, we got a lot of really, really great feedback, but the feedback about that particular issue was pointed.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yes, if we have information, somebody asked, will it be in the KC Meetup tab? If we get new information on registration, yes, we'll definitely post it there, and we'll probably post it in general chat too with like a big @everyone.
Yes. Time to move on to our news.
Should we get to the news? I'm doing the first two. Okay, so normally we go all in fan chant order, but because today we're going to be talking specifically a lot about Jin, we're going to move him to the end. Okay. So first we're going to do RM and then Jin move to the end and then we'll go on from there. Okay. So we're not skipping Jin. We're putting him at the end because we got lots to talk about. All right. So let's do RM first. If you have your tickets for the RPWP documentary, it's coming up. I'm going on December 7th, which is a Saturday. So movie times and days are on the website, the rmrpwp.com. Or you can now, if it's easier, go straight to the local theater. And they should have it up by now. Like my local Cinemark theaters have those up right now. And if you don't have any friends to go with and you would like to find some people, go to our Discord. Look up the local hangouts. That's how people hook up and find other people to go there. So I have some really cool people that I go with in Southern Arizona, which is awesome. All right, so that's going to be fun, and we're all going to cry and whatever. It's RM, so it'll be amazing. RM and J-Hope were mentioned by Pharrell. Just did a GQ video that was posted on November 13th, and someone asked him about his collab with RM, and his quote was, "You have to ask RM. The songs were great, but the project itself, I felt like wasn't right." So that means that there are songs that exist, but they're just like on a hard drive somewhere, which is really cool. So who knows when that's going to pop off.
That's an interesting thing to say.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, he's like, you have to ask RM, and we're just like, oh yeah, just let me call him right up. So RM's Lost, by the way, has now surpassed 100 million streams on Spotify, which is awesome. And he posted on his Instagram, Running Wild, that he was listening to from his Jin Hyung. Why? Because he's an awesome friend, and we love a supportive king. He has always posted on his Instagram whenever one of his bandmates have a solo album that comes out. He posts on his Instagram stories that he's listening to their songs, which is awesome. So good job, RM. All right. So Jin, we move to the end. Let's move on. Let's do Yoongi. Yoonggles Haegeum by Agust D. Passed 4 416 million streams on Spotify. We're trying to get Haegeum to 1 billion. So if streaming is your thing, use your premium accounts. Those count for more. Let's stream the hell out of Haegeum. Right?
I streamed today.
I did too. I was listening to Haegeum. D-Day by Agust D right now has surpassed 1.1 billion streams on Spotify, the album. By the way, it is the first Korean rap hip hop album in history to reach this milestone because Agust D. There we go. And then this one I had to put in Yoongi's because I just love it. That whenever the old discographies get records. So a little ditty called Cypher Part 3 Killer has surpassed 100 million streams on Spotify. But the cool thing about that is it is their 125th song to achieve this on Spotify.
Wow.
So Cypher Part 3 Killer.
This isn't like Cypher Yoongi, but look at this. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
So it's their 125th song to achieve 100 million streams on Spotify. So way to go. All right, that's Yoongi. Next is Jaehoop.
J-Hope. Okay, I would like to preface what happened with J-Hope this week by pointing out that when people think armies are a little bit crazy, because we think everything Bangtan does is some kind of fucking spoiler, J-Hope was listening to Sticky during his live the other day, and then he went and saw it in person. Look at him.
Oh my God, that picture. Oh, yeah.
This bitch was spoiling us that he was going to be at that concert this weekend, and none of us caught it. I didn't see any sniff or whiff of people thinking he was going to be at this weekend, but there he is.
We were a little busy with Jen. Okay, we didn't have time to really think about.
It's all good.
Yeah.
That picture says we should make time.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
This picture says y'all need to make some fucking time.
this picture says.
Look at him.
Look at me.
That picture
This
says
is
you
so
up.
fucking rude.
You
Are
up.
you up? WYD.
That picture
Yeah,
says
really
in the
was there.
club.
Yeah, in the club. We are there.
In the club.
In the club.
But yeah, he was at that festival and he was eating food and living his best life and watching Sticky live and looking like that.
Looking like that.
Looking like that. Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna leave that up there for a while because
Yeah, just leave that there.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're moving on to Jimin.
Jimin.
Mr. Pop Jimin has become the 7th most streamed K-pop act on Spotify history.
Oh, Jimin.
And who has surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify? His second song to achieve it. Like Crazy was first, obviously.
Jimin. That is amazing. First of all, I can't. Congratulations to who, but why have we not gotten "Set Me Free" Part 2 there?
That's a great question. Set me free.
Set me free.
You know what? When we
I streamed that today too.
Yes, when you do your playlist, when you're doing your playlist for Happy for Jin, to pop that sucker up as high as we can get it, you got to put those songs as your filler songs in between.
You need to get it there because that's really inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
For
don't
sure.
think Hobi's necessarily so serious in his pictures. I think he's going for a bit of an aesthetic. I think he's going for look, a mood, if you will. One might even say a bit thirsty of him.
Well, I mean, let me switch the picture temporarily.
I think.
Yes.
He was not
Jung Kook, post-military,
serious in
is
that.
feeling himself.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Like,
Um,
And
really quick,
he really
we
should.
we had a question about
Wasn't that-
playlists.
Okay.
Question?
We had a question about playlists.
I mean, in my opinion, he was.
Doc. hold, please.
Hold on, real quick. The question was, do we have playlists where we can put those songs on there? We have a streaming charting voting channel in our Discord where we exchange playlists, and we also have a website that we put playlists on that have the latest songs that we want to pop up. So the answer is yes. So come see us in the Discord for some playlist suggestions. All right, Doc. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Hobi. My bad.
Thirst away.
No, you're fine. I was just pointing out that his little goofy smile over his food was not serious.
I know.
No.
And I'm not fine. None of us are. He's my wrecker.
You could look at that picture and you could think, boy, he seems to be really serious right now. No, I feel like he's going for a certain
devastation
reaction.
I mean,
yep.
He just looks like he smells expensive.
Different priorities right now. Different priorities.
I'm telling you, post-military, this man knows he looks good.
He does.
And I think he's enjoying how good he looks and the reception he's getting.
Right?
As he should.
As he should.
Because, I mean, look at
Give that man all of his fucking flowers. All of them.
I mean, that live was absolutely ridiculous.
It was criminal.
What?
Ridiculous.
Right?
I mean,
he was flexing.
But I questioned a lot of my life choices.
We didn't even have to beg him for him to.
No, there was no ask.
No begging.
No ask.
The thighs out.
It was literally
thighs out, I guess.
ASMR whispering that he was doing.
Yeah. You know, exactly.
No.
So he's just feeling himself right now. And that's
sorry.
fine.
I'm sorry. Did I screen record 38 seconds of J-Hope grooving to Sticky? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Have I so far shared it with anybody? No, I haven't. It's in my personal.
You know what? It doesn't have. It's in the personal collection.
Personal connection at the moment.
I already have that same 38 seconds saved in our libraries. It's fine. We're fine. We're not going to worry about it.
We're fine.
Do I have the flexing moment on photograph and video saved in my phone? Yes. Yes, I do. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine, guys.
Okay, well, before we get too derailed, because
fair enough.
Let's bring it on back to the Maknae line. Taehyung.
Where's my titty pics?
Okay. Sorry, that was really obnoxious. We still have Slow Dancing has surpassed 450 million streams on Spotify. Oh,
wow, Tay.
Rude. That's rude.
Tay. Congratulations, Tay. And of course, we do still have Prepare Thyself, White Christmas coming with Taehyung and Bing Crosby on December 6th. You can pre-save it. You can buy the single. I do believe, I think the vinyls are still sold out. Some of it's up. They've got them listed on Weverse. I don't know if they're restocking again. The last time I checked, it was sold out. But the CD singles you can get on Interscope.com. Interscope Records is the one hosting the sale of the single and the merch. So you can go to Interscope.com and you can order the CD single. There's two versions. Yontan's all over it. And there's some merch. There's like an ornament. I'm not sure about the sweatshirt being available. There's wrapping paper. It's just crazy. It's crazy, but it's cute. It's adorable. And so
it really is cute.
Yeah, we're really excited because that's happening on the 6th. Namjoon's documentary is happening on the 5th. And on the 4th, here comes our Jung Cookie.
Jung Cookie.
Here comes our Jung Cookie.
I got another picture.
His series on Disney Plus is dropping. It's a 3-episode series, and it is essentially the I Am Still documentary that released in theaters, but it's plus some extra footage. So it's from the the concert, the showcase. They're adding in more concert footage. So there's going to be 3 episodes, and that is dropping on the 4th. So the 4th, and that's also Jin's birthday. The 4th, the 5th, and the 6th are
Yes, 3 Kims and a cookie.
3 Kims and a
You heard
cookie.
it here first.
Just go ahead and block that time out on your calendar. Name it 3 Kims and a cookie and tell everyone to leave you the fuck alone.
You're on Bangtan business until
Yep.
until you're really on Bangtan business.
The first week of December, we cannot be disrupted.
No, absolutely cannot be disrupted.
Writing it down. 3 Kims.
3 Kims and a cookie. So yeah, that is happening. Golden has surpassed 4.7 billion streams on Spotify, the fastest album by an Asian act to reach this milestone. Tiny JK claps. Also the first and only album by an Asian soloist to hit this record.
JK!
Yay!
JK!
Hold on. Where's my JK?
Because Golden is masterpiece. Yeah.
It is. Let me take an out of the. There we go.
And I saw Steph had a really cute video on TikTok where she unboxed the Golden vinyl, and it was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Super
It looks like liquid gold.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Very gorgeous.
Well,
it's gonna look so good on your wall with the retro poster.
Yeah. I will share the photo when all the albums go up, because what I don't want is to be yelled at for not having all shoutouts on my control right now. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not going public yet. And that brings us to that brings us to the end of our, well, everyone except Jin. Moving right along.
This man.
Jin.
This man.
Jin.
What a week has it been for Jin. Okay, so we're going to
Jin has been jinning.
the latest news, which we all know, and then we're going to get into a discussion actually about the album. We're going to talk about our favorite songs. We're going to talk about the showcase, extended Jin version of this show. Okay, here we go.
Jin. No.
I knew when I said extended Jin that sounded wrong. It took us back to last week, so I was like, nope, I'm going to keep talking. Okay, here we go.
It's too late. It's fine. Moving on.
I'm grinning and now I can't stop. Hold on, let me read.
Jin.
Jin.
Maria Jin. Jin.
Happy is now out. And finally. And with its release, BTS has now become the first and only group where all members charted their entire solo debut albums on Spotify global chart.
That is amazing.
All 7.
BTS to take away. Yes, they do. Every day.
Good.
Yep. Running Wild, the movie video is out, in case you don't know. He did let us know that he changed the ending to make it all a movie, so the ARMY would not be sad at the end. Because unlike Tay, who loves to off himself at the end of things, Jin did not want that to happen.
Chance he gets.
Yes. So,
Yes.
Tay did it 3 times in one
Multiple times.
How
Jin wanted us to know he wasn't
off myself early enough that I'm scarred forever.
I love
it wasn't even a big car that did it. So anyway, okay. Happy album by Jin has surpassed over 100 million streams on Spotify already.
Yes. Stream the shit out of it, everybody.
I have been streaming that bitch like crazy.
Yep.
I mean, it's not a hardship.
It's not.
No.
It's a great fucking album.
There's not one song that I'm like,
it's one of the most joyous streams to ever be seen.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Running Wild by Jin reached #1 on US iTunes.
I saw that.
This
what happened. Yes.
Yep.
Which, for those of us that have been getting
that
attacked
the US?
comments,
US that had that happen? What was that?
The US.
Oh, the US. Where we didn't care?
where we
Yes,
said
okay.
didn't care. And they kept coming after us saying that it was our fault that we didn't stream in America. Okay.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, it's
So now we'll take
fascinating how we need an album in order to stream on a purchasing site.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Fine. Fine.
But anyway.
People need to learn. Okay.
Give us an album and we got this bitch, man.
Exactly right. And then, okay, Running Wild Audio has crossed over 300,000 views on TikTok.
On TikTok, yes.
Wow.
That audio.
I didn't even know that counted.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Do that because that's how
I'm
you
gonna
get
add it.
locals. The people that have never heard the song.
That
or
is
people
amazing.
that don't listen to BTS.
This
You make the TikTok
album
video.
has the capability to draw in locals.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It really does.
Like,
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
It is such a
Good.
good album.
Like just grab somebody like because it sounds so radio friendly. It sounds so approachable and yet but not in a dumbed down way. It's approachable in a very interesting way, which is amazing.
Yes.
And the
okay.
songs,
hold,
even
hold,
though
hold
there's
those
just-
thoughts for our discussion about
Yes,
the song.
yes.
My bad.
Okay. I know we're all getting excited. Okay. So this I don't know anything about, so I'm reading this coming from a place of ignorance. So I'm going to read it that way, and then you guys can explain it. Okay, so it says TikTok Tracklist Live with Jen is going to be on TikTok this Tuesday, November 19th. It's free, so go to BTS official Big Hit account to sign up.
Yes.
Yep.
So apparently he'll be going on a
He's
TikTok
doing
live
a
with us.
live
Yeah.
on
They
TikTok.
released a Weverse notification about this like what? I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was a while ago.
Oh,
And
okay.
but it was very brief and then it was like gone. And then I think
If you go on to the BTS official account here on TikTok, you get a pop-up notification telling you about the live and asking if you want to sign up.
Okay.
And
There's
so then
also
TikTok will
Spotify.
notify you too.
Okay.
there's a Spotify thing which I actually don't see that we have on here. But we got a Weverse notification about that too. I think he's doing an event on Spotify as well.
Okay.
Another listening.
It's a listening party. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a listening
Okay. We're going to talk about this in a moment. So I'm not going to really go into much detail about it, but it does say special stage days 1 and 2 were great. We got a PowerPoint presentation. We got Wendy on day 2. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. He has been posting all the photos on Instagram, just flooding us with photos, which is amazing.
Yes.
This boy wants this song to do well, this album to do well, and we're going to help him get it done. So, Coldplay's Twitter X account gave a little shout out emoji.
Yes, they did.
Somebody that was tweeting about Jen. Which reminds me, I do have a question about that don't let me forget Coldplay when we're talking here in a second farther. And then he will be on Jimmy Fallon live on November 20th.
Woo! Thank you to Ribbon. We
were wondering, but I was like, I feel like he's going to be there. I feel like this is an opportunity. He can be there. He's going to be there.
Yeah. So
Yay!
he's leaving Korea soon then, so if he's going to get there. Okay, so I want to move into a discussion about the album. We listened to it all together on Discord. We watched the music video together, the Running Wild music video together on Discord. But and I went to sleep immediately after. So if you guys all stayed up and talked about it, I missed it. So we're just going to redo the whole thing.
We didn't stay up too much longer.
I would like to know if you have a favorite song or two, which ones they are, which I know it's hard to pick. I want to know your thoughts on the videos that are out. I want to know your thoughts on the showcase. And then I have a couple of other questions as well.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if I think Katie hasn't seen the showcase, right?
I've seen some clips of it. Sorry, guys. I love Jen, but my sleep is iffy enough as it is. So we were not going to.
She's growing a human. It's fine.
Well, I'm growing a human, and I have my existing human is not sleeping, and or if she is, she's kicking me in the kidneys in my own bed. So
which is rude.
Yeah.
It's rude.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And for me, the time zone is not good for
it was like
for
4
the middle of the night.
Like,
I set 2 alarms and slept through both of them.
So we'll talk about it as much as the rest of us will talk about our experiences. But we've all listened to the album.
I've listened to the album many times, and I saw some clips from the showcase.
Yeah. Katie, you want to go first?
It to be put up on Weavers.
Go ahead, Maknae. You go first.
Maknae, you go first.
Are we saying favorite song?
Yeah, favorite song.
Oh.
I know.
Just for like jamming out, I'll be there for singing along, Heart on the Window, and for Vibes Running Wild. I would say those are my favorites. And can I say, I find it really funny that Spotify at the end of the album, which, ends on like a kind of emotional slow note, like every time it plays me Super Tuna right after.
Yes, every time.
I'm like, well, that was a different ride.
Don't forget this one. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, keep going. Next.
Christina?
All right, so for me, I love Another Level, and now that he came out and said that it was for gamers, like that he was imagining that it was for gamers, it just makes me love that song more. I just love that song. It reminded me the first time I heard it, and I actually got this idea off of Twitter X. Somebody said, the first time you listen to the album, open up a notepad or a text document and type your initial thoughts as you're listening to the album. And I actually did that. And Another Level, I remember putting in there, like, I feel like I'm in the original Tron movie. I love this so much.
I said it reminded me of Muse, the band, not the album from Jimin. It reminded me of Muse, which probably has some other older references as well.
Yeah, I just freaking love that one. And then coming out of left field, though, I did not expect Heart on the Window to hit me like it did, but I fucking love that song.
Yeah.
And their voices, it just, oh, God.
Here's why I think Heart on the Window is so interesting. For whatever reason, and I was trying to think about it while I was like painting a bathroom cabinet today. Like, for whatever reason, when they have harmonies in BTS, they, if not always, very often give Jin the highest part. And his voice is excellent at it. But this was the time that they got to flips. Basically, he got to be the lower part. Because it seems like when BTS, they often give that part to JK and have Jin on the top.
Yeah, and someone stripped the vocals away from that song, and they actually said, listen right here where Jin is singing in his low register.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
Yes.
He did a lot of that on this album.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I'm sure he was like, oh, thank God I don't have to do the high part this time.
Doc lost her internet, so she'll be back when she can.
Yep.
Dang it,
Well, and he uses the live versions to kind of go into that lower register more often too. Like he goes off the script a little, which I love.
Yeah. It's so good. Are we allowed to say it's hot? It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah,
it's so hot.
Do our best, Paris Hilton. That's hot.
Sure.
Christina, I'm with you. Another Level is that bitch.
Yep.
The second I heard it, anybody who was in that watch party saw my face. I was losing it through the whole song because it was just like one thing after another was coming in, like his vocals, the arrangement, the instrumentation. That electric guitar nearly took me out. It's amazing. And yes, I was also saying my initial thoughts. I said it sounded like an epic soundtrack song to something. Like, I got 80s vibes. I was thinking either some sort of like kind of like an 80s like sci-fi movie kind of thing. I was thinking like Tron or Blade Runner, something like. Anyway, but then I also was like, it also kind of sounds like a video game soundtrack. And then he was like, I thought about gaming while I wrote this song, and I was like, yes. It all makes sense. I mean, of course, like you get that. You're like, let's hit another level, like. But it's so it's like an anime.
The other level was in Maple Story.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is like an anime ending song, and it
is.
It just every time I hear it, it's like this primal reaction that I have to. It put me in my 80s power ballad feels. Because it has very much that grand scale of like, you know what I thought of? Stephanie, you'll appreciate this probably. I thought of Damn Yankee's song High Enough.
Okay.
Oh.
It had that kind of like doesn't sound like that song, but it had that feel, how it builds. How it builds, that's what came to mind. So that kind of a thing. Yeah. And then my other favorite, which was a total shocker to me, is I Will Come to You, because I'm not normally a ballad girl, but it's so,
I do enjoy that one.
Yeah, it's a great one.
There's no bad song. It is like, it's literally, it feels like a love song without being a love song, if that makes sense. I mean, it is in a way, but you know, it feels, you know what I mean when I say it's not that kind of love song, but yet it still kind of feels like it.
Right.
Which has me going, what are we, Jin?
Yeah. So I just have to say, this is what I wrote in my text document while listening to I Will Come to You for the first time. I wrote, and I quote, "Oh, so we're ending like this, huh? Okay, with me emotional. Okay, fine. I will come to you if you need me. That's fine.
That's fine. It's fine."
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get Christina to feel emotions?
Yep. He did it. He managed it.
Yeah. And it wasn't about another level. A bunch of people said it like blew them away, and it like I liked it at first, but it didn't blow me away. You got to listen to it on a really good sound system or like good headphones. Yeah. There are so many layers of it that you can't hear otherwise.
Yeah, it's insane. That's why, and it's so funny to me that like Another Level is my favorite, and then I Will Come to You right after that, because they're polar opposites when it comes to like instrumentation and arrangements. Like one is like so grand and there's so much going on, and the other one is like stripped down. So
yeah,
it's only 6 songs, but we got a whole buffet.
Yeah, I know, and I made that comment a lot when I was listening to it. I said it sounds so full behind the vocals, like it just felt like there were things that were just, it was so good. Anyway,
Favorite song, Another Level by a long shot. That song just like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I can't focus anymore. Nope. I am fully 100% distracted by the song. Like I cannot do anything but like
jam out
that song when it goes on. So like that one got me, and then the one with Wendy, that their voices, the way Jin, like she's like all this upper register the whole time, but like Jin, he's like hitting like 72 octaves is how it feels, because he's just like, he's like down here and then he's here and then he's up here and then down here, and it's like from line to line. His octave will, his register will switch. The vocal gymnastics that man does in that song is just astounding, and then to watch him pull those off live, lost my God.
And it's like it just scratches a part of your brain.
He's like,
and you know what's funny?
And he's harmonizing like above and below and above and below and in between, and it's just.
So I was listening to him. I was listening to the album with my mom today, and my mom actually said, she goes, "I'm in awe that when they recruited him, it was for his looks.
Yeah,
they had no idea
that he could do that.
Getting these vocals when they pulled him off the street and said you would be a great." He
didn't know.
Right. Yeah,
that ability. One thing, like I've noticed it before, but like in Shujita, when Yoongi was like, "Bro, nobody else can do what you can do." If you have ever tried to sing a Bangtan song on karaoke, you realize the registers that Kim Seok-jin hits. Like he just raises the key of everything so high.
JK, if you watch JK's live when he's doing karaoke and he's singing BTS songs, he's like, "Why is Jin Hong Mika so high?" It's so hard.
Like even his movie itself, he was complaining that Jin and Jimin made all the songs so fucking high.
Yeah.
And somebody said earlier that Jimin hits a lot of high notes too, and he does, but the tone of their voice is so different.
They're different. Right. The quality of their voice.
Tone is
not quality like good or bad. Like
but the tonal qualities.
The quality of their voice.
Well, right. Which is why it's so amazing they're all in the same band together, because you get all those things.
Right. Now,
for the price of one band.
We love when other people pay homage by doing covers of songs. It's never going to sound the same, but we always applaud them for doing it. No matter whether it's to your taste or not. If you don't like it, that's fine. But We always encourage it because it's a form of admiration, and it's a form of paying respects. Like when you cover somebody's song and when they perform them at award shows and everything, like they put work into that, and they're so we always want to shout them out and give respect for that because they admire BTS like maybe sometimes more than we do because BTS has opened a lot of doors for K-pop.
There are some pretty spectacular BTS covers out there.
There are some really good ones out there, yeah.
Just saying, I saw one that Quince recommended to me that kind of changed my life.
I know what you're talking about. So if you would like to see Mamamoo's cover of Fire.
Oh my God.
Oh.
In particular, their leader, Solar.
Oh my God.
I was not ready.
After live, go ahead and look that up and you guys can enjoy that on your own time.
Nice.
Solar's cover of Fire.
It was really good.
Yeah. Enjoy. Anyway, moving right along. Stephanie.
Okay, so I look at this in a weird way. I almost act like the album that just released was released without Running Wild and I'll Be There because I'd already heard those because I adore those. I love them. But I don't take them into account now when I'm choosing my favorites, okay? Because I feel like they're separate. Okay. My favorite is Another Level. So that's, and then, God, what's my next one? I guess it would have to be Heart on the Window. I cannot get enough of that song. If I had to pick a favorite, I think I'd pick each one would be a favorite for a different reason. Like if I'm in a really happy mood, I'm going to listen to this one. If I need to be, whatever, it's going to be all different ones. But I love every single song. I'm obsessed with every single song. I played it on repeat, the whole album all day today. Never got sick of it. And I love it. Yeah. So.
It's like you don't even realize too. 16 minutes. It's like shoop goes by, and then you're like, oh my god,
it's insane. I thought Layover was short.
Yeah,
yeah. It's a perfect little.
Yeah.
It's like a
little car. It's a car ride. It's a trip to Target.
It's a pick me up.
Yeah.
Well, and then it starts playing Super Tuna, and then it usually plays for me The Astronaut or Moon or something. And like it goes on a little journey, and then I look up at some point and like, oh yeah, the album ended a while ago. I need to go back and start it again.
Yeah. Start it again. That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about the two music videos? What do we think about them?
Completely different vibes. Both of them were great.
Yeah,
I think I love Running Wild. The biggest internet like conspiracy theory I'm seeing, which feels very probable, is that it feels like a continuation of The Astronaut. Mm-hmm. Like maybe like years in the future, he's been on this planet the whole time because he has very much a lot of the same kind of demeanor that he has in The Astronaut, where all stuff is happening, but he's not super bothered by it. He's just doing his thing with his dog, and that dog was freaking beautiful, by the way.
I did a reaction video to it, and my basic thought on it too was that it's because the first one, Astronaut, ends with the fire coming down to the spaceship, and then this one starts with it. But then I also said I think this is my own personal opinion. I think that it's also a testament to like all the attacks that come, and he's like dodging them all with like the dog, which is supposed to be us in the vehicle. He's like dodging them all, and I just kind of saw that as like he's like, we've got this, like. We're in this together till the very end. That's kind of how I read it when I was watching.
Yeah, I kind of thought, are we supposed to be the dog?
Yeah,
which
we're the dog.
I had a lot of feelings about, but he really loved that dog. He really loved.
He was drawing a heart on the window for the dog.
He was drawing a heart on the window for the dog, and there was all the baby pictures of the dog, which the puppy pictures did me in.
I mean.
Puppy, I was like, not the retrospective of the dog. Oh my god! Put an animal on something.
I know, who doesn't love a pupper?
Yeah, but I thought the videos were amazing. I love again and again approachability. Like I'll Be There. It just feels like a fun song that you want to be like a part of, that you want to watch that video, you want to jam out, you want to be at a taco truck. I wish I was at a taco truck right now.
I love truck tacos.
Yeah. Taco trucks are amazing. We actually had this conversation in Discord earlier today.
Love a taco truck.
Oh, Sonia, I saw a Twitter post where the man who, the car that Jin was driving, he actually built that car, and he was saying that he was surprised as well on the set of the music video that Jin was doing a lot of his own driving.
Wow.
So, yes.
Yeah, and didn't Jim mention, he mentioned that during that scene, like, he felt like he was insane because he was just swerving back and forth on the road, knowing
he had all that practice getting Jung Kook to school all those years ago.
Yeah.
The streets of Seoul, trying to get him there on time.
Yep. He's like, I got this.
Yeah. I mean, Kim Seok-jin is not typically a bike rider. Just put it that way. He's used to driving a vehicle. But yeah, he did mention that it was like weird feeling like he's like a psychopath just swerving back and forth.
Yeah, he drove BTS into our lives because he was driving that bus in the No More Dream video.
Well, I just remember
and then he crashed into some boxes, so he's come a long way.
For the teaser that they put out of that video, and you saw him in the movie theater, and it was obvious that somebody was next to him. I was like, okay, are we actually gonna get? And then it's the dog, so but it works.
I mean, it was next to him.
Yeah,
it very much had like disaster or dystopian end of the world film vibes.
Yeah,
but with its own like.
Hobi commented on it and said it kind of made him sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you make Hobi sad?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah. I think he put a hopeful spin on it, especially at the end.
I mean, I did appreciate that unlike somebody else we know, he didn't die in it. He made sure we knew it was a movie. Like, didn't actually unalive at the end. Like,
he knows we have trauma.
With the dog.
Unlike someone who died twice just because he could.
Yep.
And died in other things he's done,
Yeah.
Somebody else likes to end himself in all the ways possible.
On film.
On film.
Yeah.
But no, I did appreciate that he put it as a movie ending because like I was legitimately like back and forth and like, oh God, don't hit Jin with your CGI rocks.
Like a whole journey.
Okay, and then those that have seen the showcase, what are your thoughts?
He is the fucking cutest shit to ever exist.
Adorable. Like, he really, like, we say, like, we used to, like, kind of, like, joke around and be like, oh, JK loves Army the most. Not really joking around, but be like, JK really loves Army the most. No. No, it's Kim Seok-jin.
It is.
It's Kim Seok-jin.
It's on his clock.
This man will literally do just about anything if Army says yes at him loud enough.
Yeah.
It's true.
If they say, please, wow. He's like, okay.
It said on the artwork for Running Wild, it said, you are loved. And I made the note in my notes. I was like, since the moment that he got out of the military service, that's what he has shown. That we are loved by him. And in everything he does, and he was just like oh my God, it was amazing. I watched both.
I'm kidding. I'm not pitting them against each other for how much they love us. I'm just kidding. Don't come for us.
They tease it. They tease it. Don't you remember when he says, "What's the one food you could eat for the rest of your life?" Love and JK each other back and forth.
Rewrites it. Yeah.
He's like, use Army's love. I did say Army's love.
That's my original answer.
I did say Army's love. Don't look at the crossed out words.
You know what? Listen, boys, you can fight over us. It's okay.
I mean, you can fight. It's fine.
There are no losers.
Just go ahead.
When they argue
just
over
show us who loves us
more, like it's fine. Everybody wins.
Yeah, he just looked to me like during the entire thing. He looked so incredibly like joyful and happy and just thrilled to be there. Like.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then.
Sorry, go ahead, Christina.
I was just gonna say, like, singing live.
Oh yeah.
vocals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
His
He
vocals
sounds-
are no fucking joke.
He almost always sounds better than the recording.
Yeah.
Right, and that mic was fucking on.
I know.
Yep.
I know. So that's why you just
Yes, he did seem more relaxed the second day.
Well, we did the poll last week, and or Wednesday, and I don't remember what the result was, but we asked if we thought we were going to have the same show twice, and it was basically the same thing, but there were some differences.
Yeah, I think the majority of people thought that they would be different.
It was
and they
like
were.
the same set list, but it was a new live. Like he actually did it twice.
He had the same like in between stuff. He had the same like in between stuff. The filler
The
stuff.
PowerPoint was the same, but then the photographs that Army
Photographs were
between
different.
They were different. And then we had
Well,
Wendy this time, which how amazing was that? The fact they were standing 20 feet apart from each other, and he barely looked like
it was adorable.
The best memes I saw were them leaving rooms for their groups.
Yeah, the people
A whole Red Velvet and a whole Bangtan Sonya and done.
all of Red Velvet, all of BTS.
It's like when they
in
leave space for
between.
SUGA. It's like that. It's like they're just leaving space for all the members that couldn't be there. You know.
Okay. So I laughed my ass off. Somebody was like, they had taken the video and they had spliced it together. Like they had taken out the middle and spliced it together. And they said, I fixed the halal separation. And I lost it.
Yeah, it was like that.
We all know why they do that, so it's fine. It's
Well,
fine.
and
It
she
was fine, but it was
so bad. It was
so funny.
She
adorable.
did. She really
The
did.
memes were so funny.
She was fired up. She was like her game was on. Her game was on. Jin's was not on. Jin was out of left field.
By the way,
She
though,
was fine.
it's super cute when two fandoms support each other online in the social spaces. So the wonderful Red Velvet fandom fans were saying, thank you so much for including her in the song, and we were saying thank you so much for her wonderful vocals in Jin's song. So that's how it should be.
Yeah,
And
I
supporting
saw-
each other.
She said she was so nervous but excited to perform in front of Army.
Yeah, it was just adorable.
I found it really cute when some of the Red Velvet fans were retweeting Army posts where they were like, look at how beautiful she is. And they were like, oh, thanks for being nice.
Thanks for being nice. It's like, are you kidding me?
I was like, oh my
She was
God.
like,
adorable.
oh, and here in front of
He's
Army,
so
we're like,
great.
we don't bite. I mean, we kind of do, but
I was like,
Listen.
no, that's valid.
I was gonna say, look at some of the
Listen.
treatment some of the other people.
Yeah,
did.
but also,
I
we are so
died
easy.
when
All
he
you
was
have
like-
to do.
Up, people are talking over each other one at a time.
Doc.
I died when basically because Bangtan is known for trading features. And he was like, clearly I owe you a feature now. And she was just like, she sat there and then she's like, you know, you're shy. So clearly I'm going to reach out to you when I'm ready because you're not going to reach out to me. And his ears turned
He
red.
was like, how dare you call me out like that? But that's true.
that's 100%
I
true.
laughed
But
so
also,
hard.
Yup.
Oh, man.
But also in front of Army?
The way he approached her was like, I got her number from somebody who knew her. And then I was like, hi, do you know Jin of BTS?
Like a moron.
Gosh.
Make it as awkward as you could possibly make it. Do you know Jin of BTS? No. No.
Doesn't, but like,
I love South Korea, but no, I've never heard of him.
that's your
I am also a K-pop idol, but no, I've never heard of Jin.
That's adorable, though.
It is really adorable. I mean, he's humble, you know?
I was just going to say, they're such humble dorkos sometimes. And just
Nobody wants to hear about them saying, don't you know who I am? Because whenever somebody
exactly.
says that,
They would never. Bangtan would never. Right,
No.
Doc? Bangtan
No,
would never.
Bangtan would never.
Are we getting any more music videos?
We don't know.
I don't think so. There was a performance video that came out for Running Wild. That was cute.
Yeah.
It looks like they probably filmed it on the same day as they did the I'll Be There one because they was still outside.
If we get any more music videos, they're surprises.
Right.
And just presents for Army.
I would
Wow.
love to see one for Another Level because
Totally.
Now,
even
did
if
you
it's
know-
just Jin gaming and it just is this epic, like he's throwing controllers, he's
Put him in a game. You know,
he's defeating the bosses.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yes.
would die. I would love it.
That would be
So
so
precious.
good. I have very much enjoyed the people who have already edited that song onto gaming footage. It's been glorious.
I look forward to more in the coming days.
It's
Yes,
been
yes.
really, really good.
I feel like I need to submit a list of my games that I want to see that song on.
Yeah.
I know.
Speaking of music videos, by the way, though, too, if you love to stream and you love listening about Spotify records and things, YouTube music video views are also important.
Yeah.
So, you know, watch the video, show the video off as much as you
Now-
can.
One thing, because Bangtan has mentioned this before, back in the HYYH era, YouTube music videos, you do have to watch them to the end.
Mhm.
Like you can't just watch for 30 seconds and have it count. So like on Spotify and a lot of the other streaming services, you can do 30 seconds and then switch your song and it'll still count as like a stream. On YouTube videos, you need to watch them to the end. And I know this because they complained a lot about when they had credits, how ARMY weren't watching to the end of the credits and they were losing view counts because of it. So you
Yeah.
should watch the videos
And-
to the end on YouTube.
And YouTube, all right. Basically, views get deleted a lot. A lot of views get deleted. And so what Doc says about the rules, and if you happen to have a premium account for YouTube, those views count more. So yeah, do all the things that you can. Because you're watching the video anyway, just let it play. Let it play.
It
to
hurts
you.
my
Watch
heart
the
though
video.
when I see
And
how well like the lyric videos and stuff do on brand new songs because he doesn't get credit for those, but people watch those.
He
Yeah.
doesn't, right? And that's, I mean, yeah, that's tough, but it's like doing the Spotify thing for the playlist, right? I mean, you have to have some filler videos. So if you are watching those lyric videos, as long as you're giving like the priority, in my opinion, this is my opinion, but as long as you're giving the priority to the official stuff, that's what you should be.
Yeah, you do have to have filler videos in, just like
Jack next,
Right.
and then I have a question.
I would like to submit that I'm not entirely sure that's accurate because those lyric videos do actually credit the song itself at the bottom of them. And so I question when they credit the song, as long as they're not monetized, it might
Yes.
actually count as a view.
that's
for
why
them.
we're
Mm.
careful.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if it uses the music
That's why
officially.
we make sure we try as much as possible to use the lyric videos that actually have the song
Yes.
credited
That's good to know.
inside of their.
Yeah, we don't use the ones because some people come in and they insert their own, like they'll put their own music in, and they'll try to avoid like the copyright by doing that.
Yeah, so a lot of people will put like these stupid tailors on their lyrics videos or these intros on the lyrics videos, and then the audio at the bottom is their channel's audio. And so we try really hard not to use them as long as there are other options. But like a lot of the people out there, if you look at the bottom, it will have the song, the original song, listed as the audio in the video. And I do believe those count for streams on YouTube.
That would be nice.
Then they credit it properly. So
Right.
part of why we source the way we do.
So one thing I did want to ask, because let's see, I was wondering the same thing with Right Place, Wrong Person. I would love to ask them this one day, and maybe I'll make this my TikTok. Why do you think that they don't put English translations in their lyric books? Because to me, if you want to make sure nobody takes your words wrong, you should give the translation that you approve of. And if you don't, then you leave it up to interpretation and you get all these people, and there's so much nuance and connotation and context to it. So I've always wondered why they don't.
I mean, I think they I think that they provide context when they think that it is of the utmost importance. And I think otherwise they leave it open for us to interpret and take what we want from it.
Yeah,
Right.
it just always frustrating.
Well,
then I have
so
to go
like-
to some other website and hope that their translation is okay.
Right. Well, for example, for RM's Never Play verse, that causing a controversy, and so he came out on his Instagram stories and specifically said, I said for Asian Man, We Paved the Way. Like,
Well,
he had to come out and
difficult
say it.
pronunciation.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But
it's always good to check multiple sources.
Yeah.
And so that way you can get,
I mean,
an overall context of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Then you can go from there and have, I think it's the same thing as like anybody, you know, like when you ask an artist, what does this song mean? And like, they say something, they give you an answer, something. I mean, I'm talking about if you ask an artist who speaks the same language as you do, what does this song mean? A lot of times they'll give an answer like, well, I mean, I could tell you what I think it means, but that's not necessarily what it's going to mean to you. So maybe it's better for you to just like interpret it on your own. Now, I know it's slightly different when you're trying to translate something, but I still think that they feel the same way. I think that they do give us, when they feel like it's important, they give us the context that we need.
Yeah. Anyway, it was just a thought I had. I wish that the people who wrote the lyrics also approved the translations or approved a set of translations so that we could know they were like, yep, that is as close as we can get to my original thought in the original language.
Well, but I also wonder too, like if you do it in English, why not in Spanish? And if it's not in Spanish,
I guess I'm thinking, especially in a song where you have English and Korean mixed, it's very confusing when it's like, cool, I understood half of that song.
Well, I think too, there's always going to be this level of fear that because they're not native English speakers, if the translations are incorrect, like as Weavers has shown us time and time again, their translations are not always the greatest of translations compared to other translators. And so I think there's always going to be this element of fear that if I officially approve these translations and they're not entirely accurate, then I get the heat for that because I approve them. It's one thing I do appreciate because Leslie, who does the translations for our project, is very, very obsessive about making sure, in all the good ways, obsessive in good ways, about making sure that she compares like every translation available and then also translates herself. And then she also compares it to the Korean lyrics that are in the official lyrics sheets to try to get the most accurate translations out there. And there's been a number of times where she'll come and say, this place says that the word is this place says it's this. Here's the sentence, what makes the most sense? And so then we'll back and forth to find the most logical translation based on the words around it. And so the amount of effort that she puts in for the translations for the project makes those become my go-to when I'm wondering how a song, like what's the accurate translation? I will always go to the AP 529 translations because the amount of effort and work and comparison she does with all of the different available options out there for translations really does, you can see it.
Yeah,
in the final
Hobi will be coming soon because June summer is starting soon. Anyway, somebody asked why should they have to. I'm not saying that they have to. I'm saying I, as a consumer, that's something I would like to see. They can continue to say no to me, and I will be quiet. That's their right. That's my right. It's my right to ask. It's their right to say no.
I do say if you ever get a chance to talk to, the Kim Namjoon and ask him this question in person, you just come back at us with whatever you're allowed to speak inside of your NDA and let us know.
Well, she will have lost the ability to speak.
And listen, I can't tell you why, but this is why.
When she comes out of her medically assisted coma that she had to be put in because Kim Namjoon spoke to her, perhaps she might impart the wisdom that he bestowed.
She'll have to first come out of her fugue state.
Yeah,
she'll have to relearn how to speak in English to tell us.
Long story short, the showcase was amazing.
It really was.
It was.
So good.
It really was. And I hope that they make it available as I hope they make the lives available to watch again.
Right.
Well,
they
that's
already
one of the
said
things
they will.
I was going to ask. Are they going to combine it with something? Or are we going to get like we have with
I
the
don't
other
know,
guys?
but it says if you go there right now on Weverse, it says we will be uploading this at a later date. So
Okay.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Well, one of the things I was thinking was how generous of him and JK as well, because his was also free. If you consider, even if he charged $5 a person, there were 3 million people watching it both nights.
Yeah.
He left a lot of money sitting on the table. Again, proving how much he loves Army, you know?
I mean,
So amazing. And it was a lot of fun. It was really fun watching it with a group of people. We did a Discord both nights, which we were struggling. This morning, I'm not going to lie to you, we were on the struggle bus. I fell asleep somewhere in the middle and then woke up when he started singing Another Level, and I was like, I'm ascending. But yeah, some of us were on the struggle bus for the second day in the row, you know, whatever. But it was worth it. It was worth it.
It was really worth it.
Yeah. I mean, the sleep deprivation of this weekend, totally fucking worth it.
Not a lot of sleep's been had. Nope.
Like I took a nap before the 4 a.m. one, and then I took a short nap after, and then I worked, and then I didn't take a nap before the 2 a.m. one. I pushed through.
Right. That's what I did.
And I was regretting it around the 2:45 mark. I was like, I should have taken a nap. I passed out by 4 after it was over.
That's so good.
You asked, we do have a digital gift card on the website now.
Yay!
Oh.
Asking you shall receive.
Yeah, there was a button. It was pre-available to do. So I was like, sure, let's see what happens. Let's click this button and see what happens.
Donna's still here. You made this happen.
When you ask, Katie,
Thank you.
We now have a digital gift card available on our website.
So that you don't have to ask for people's address anymore.
There you go. Just their email.
You know,
I don't know how it works,
really.
so let me know.
I saw a really cute tweet about the showcases, about the special stages. I mean, where it said basically now for the Bangtan members, when they come on to say hello to us, it's always hellos and no more goodbyes. And I just thought that was such a.
Why would you do that? Why?
I mean, I was just like that.
Why are you here to make us cry?
Moving on.
No more goodbyes, guys. No more.
Next question, Stephanie.
This is a personal question. Do we think an LP is coming out?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Right? And then what color do we think it's going to be? Because he has the 3. Do we think it's going to be a mixture of the 3, or do we think he'll pick one?
In my head,
whatever the most like popular one, perhaps, or the one he prefers the best, I would say, because JK went with the green.
Right. JK
That's
has
true.
the green, and
think
Hobi
red or
has
blue.
the red.
Yeah,
Hobi
red or
has
blue.
red.
I could almost see
He said the
him
blue one was his
combining the
favorite.
stripes, because he had the different color stripes. Like I could see him tagging and using the different color stripes, and then throwing that confetti of shit on
On the
top.
album.
Mm-hmm.
But like in my head, that's how he would do it. But like obviously, I know nothing.
How long do we normally have to wait between the two?
I mean, it was a while for the other. Like
It was like a year for layoff.
Yeah.
Layover was
Yeah.
a long time.
I'm totally thinking for my office is the reason I'm asking. I mean, I could just put
It was
it
about a
temporary.
year for all of them, I think. They kind of came out.
Anniversary of.
They kind of came out about a year after the solo album was after that, the first release. When you think about it. So I don't know. It could be different now, but that's
The only reason why I think it may not be pink, to Ribbon's point, is because Tay just now did a pink record.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to come out this year, though. I think they like to save the vinyls and they stick them in. Honestly, I think they stick them in the quarters where they think maybe things might be a little lean. And they're like, let's just put a vinyl in here.
As if we've had a lean quarter.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're doing their job.
Right, but also like they've got it designed and ready to go, but the launch is when they see a dip in their
When they see where it would be best.
Yeah.
People like right now, people are buying the actual people are buying the actual album. So the want and the desire for a vinyl will not be as great right now. If they wait a while and then they're like, "Oh, by the way, do you want this too?" And we're like, and it has new photo card. Yes, yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay, and then my other question was, we had a couple of Coldplay references. We had the guitar, we had the picture. Do we think There's hints in there.
I always think that if they're able to, that they'll probably interact because that's the kind of relationship that they have now. I don't know if they're going to be working together again because isn't Coldplay retiring soon?
I don't know. I think he's going to do, I think he'll be in another concert.
They are going to be in South Korea. I think it's next month.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, because Twice is opening for them. They invited
yes.
open for them. But
I would be shocked if he doesn't do a song.
Yeah, I can't imagine if Jin is in South Korea while they're there. I can't imagine that they would not invite him to perform.
Correct.
At least the astronaut with them.
Correct. I agree.
I feel like he would if he was in South Korea, he would do it because it's better than flying to South America.
Right, right. And Coldplay's still taking Wuto around with them on tour.
Yeah, they've had Wuto around with them this entire time.
They still have Wuto on tour with them. So, like, if they're in South Korea at the same time Jin is, which, you know, he's not now, playing, but, you know.
Retire from performing and creating, like, dropping new albums as Coldplay, I feel like at least Chris Martin will probably still songwrite and be not to say that they might not ever collaborate on a song again. Something like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. Those are my questions.
I don't think we've seen the last of Coldplay and Jin, but I have no idea what could be in the future. I just don't think.
Right. I agree.
Poor RJ, the oldest child, always loses out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But listen, RJ did not like fuck off to space for 18 months.
That's true. RJ stuck around with us.
Saying that he was going to be here to support us. Like RJ did support us during our time of need. Wutu was off having fucking grand adventures.
Listen, Wuto did not fuck off to space. Wuto got fucking distracted being on Coldplay's tour with them and just decided to.
Just didn't post on Instagram for that entire 18 months. No, it's fine.
Yeah, Wuto got distracted.
It's fine. We're not mad.
The whole time. Jan was
he got his own food
disappointed. We're just disappointed. That's all. We're not mad.
We were told that Wuto was here to keep us company while Jen
like
was gone.
don't
you know
promise something and then not deliver.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. What Wuto did
you, Wuto. We're just saying.
Keep us company. We still love him.
Wuto got his own brand deal with food.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
He's trying to make it up to us with all these pictures of Jin, and it's kind of working.
It's adorable. Every time Jin performs, someone posts a picture of himself sitting watching Jin perform, and it is the cutest. It is the cutest.
But we know that you abandoned us to be a roadie.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, we're just saying.
He did. I mean, it's valid. It's what happened. It's fine. You know, just admit your fault.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, I'm sorry for my fault, and we'll move on.
Yeah.
You know, just apologize to us one time, Wuto, for fucking off for tour purposes. You know,
we completely understand that Coldplay is cooler than us. Like,
we do.
I would get you guys for Coldplay too.
Yeah, that's true.
Stand in the shit out of all y'all.
That's actually true.
I'm kidding. I don't want to be around that many people.
I don't want to be around that many people if BTS aren't involved.
On the other hand, maybe they talk to them. Anyway, we understand. Just, you need to apologize.
Yeah. We're owed an apology.
Yeah.
No character.
Once again, this is satire, everyone. We're not serious. We're not trying to.
We're really not.
Not now.
We're not serious. That the fictional character of cartoonness owes us an apology for reals. Okay, so
I don't actually lose sleep over this.
Comments incoming. Comments incoming. I can see it now.
Yeah, let me go check Twitter, see if we've already.
God.
It's bad.
You know what?
They hate Jin. Now they hate Wutu.
Yeah.
They watched 10 seconds of her live, and Army Project 529 hates Wutu. And
Yep. Yep. Damn it.
Two aunties.
Wutu aunties.
Good God.
We're the worst. We're the absolute worst. So what does he have coming up? We know Jimmy Fallon. Have we heard anything else? Oh, there's that. He still has his In the Somme thing coming up, right? Did he do that already?
he's got Lee Mujin's thing.
Oh yes, he's gonna be on Lee Mujin's service.
Yeah.
So get ready for some amazing vocals all around again, because every time somebody goes on Lee Mujin's service, it produces phenomenal results. Everyone.
He's got the Lot World or Lotte World thing coming up.
Yes.
50 Lucky Army get to go to Lot World with him.
Yeah.
We're not salty at all. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything coming up that we get to participate in?
Jimmy Fallon, Lee Mujin service. Whenever he reschedules In the Somme live thing, that was rescheduled.
Who knows if he'll do other things while he's here in the U.S.
We can hope.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll go say hi to J-Hope on the post.
Maybe.
Shit.
There's a fly bothering me. Sorry.
We did get that absolute glorious fucking dance challenge with J-Hope.
Oh my God, we forgot to mention the dance challenge.
We figured out what he got kidnapped for, at least part of what he got kidnapped for, because J-Hope
put the picture up.
one day after discharge.
Yep. We're in the same pants.
It's so hard not to
The
laugh.
best part about that freaking dance challenge with J-Hope was the fact that the magazines that they were looking at were Jung Kook and Taehyung's Vogue
The fact that they were
Dance challenge.
It's my kind of dance challenge.
Love them.
Jin was like, please don't make me.
Jin was like, all right, here's what we're doing. I can't wait to see who else he makes do this with him. You should know the did.
He's better.
I'm sure TXT is like,
He should have had Wendy do it when she was there with him.
Maybe
she
did.
Behind the backstage.
If he doesn't have Jimmy Fallon do this with him, fail.
That's true.
I fully believe he grabbed all 5 of the TXT members and probably.
And then the G2 Japan and the Vogue Japan are coming out in December. So.
Oh yes, more magazine devastation.
Yes.
We didn't have enough already.
We've had the teasers. They're pretty fucking devastating, but they actually release in December. They're the December issues. So those are coming.
Yes, Jimmy Fallon will absolutely do that dance challenge.
kind of overwhelming because I am mostly in charge of the project Twitter account, and I try to go through and retweet all of the official promotions, because if I don't, certain people keep track of that and get mad at me.
Not us.
Not us.
Not us. Nobody here.
Nobody here cares.
Who knows what's happening?
Okay, I should reframe. It's not that we don't care. It's that we don't pay attention.
Nobody else would search the account and call me if I missed one, but some people will. Anyway, he has so many little collaborations with different streaming services and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of overwhelming. I am not saying that the promotions are more. I am saying that the number of tweets going out is more. I don't know why. And it could be because he's not doing, I don't know, maybe because he's here to do more of his promotions in person, so that I don't know. It
is exciting. It is exciting that he's doing his promotions in person. Like, the fact that this bitch got on an airplane today to New York makes me so fucking excited. Like, he's gonna go to Jimmy Fallon live.
And his Instagram account. That thing is multiple times a day. And that was like he did not post at all hardly when he was in the military. And even since then, he hasn't posted that often.
Yeah.
Now,
and
like every day.
Even before, he wasn't super active.
He was never a super Instagram user like some of them.
Yeah. Like some people.
The fact that he's been giving us his fits from the live on his Instagram after have been joy. Like he keeps giving us like all the different outfits he wore on the showcase. Ah, the joy I have felt.
Every time I open my phone, I'm like, damn, like I did not used to get Jin has posted on Instagram notifications. I'm not used to this.
I know.
No, right?
Well, and somebody made the interesting point. I saw it on a TikTok comment where when you think about it, how long Jin has had to go without the full group is so much longer than everybody. You know what I mean? Like being like he left in that December, and then now he still has to wait all the way through, whereas everybody else has
2.5 years.
Yeah, I mean it's been years since he's been.
But I mean, I guess it's kind of like it's the
majority of
same
them.
boat because he left and the rest of them didn't have him, so they still didn't have the full group.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
we
a
were
different
4 together the whole time until they all left together.
No, yeah, 4 of them, yeah.
Yeah, 4 of them were. But it's weird when you think about how long it's been since he's been with all 7.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
even, you know.
Oh, what is this?
This is Princess Jin.
Princess
She
Jin.
keeps saying her name over and over and over.
She is.
Princess Jin.
Okay, so let's call this a night, guys. Everybody got stuff to do.
Oh, yeah. Look at us. Look at us rounding up a little early tonight.
Yeah, a
I
little
haven't
bit.
heard of anyone shit talking us on another platform yet.
Yes. The operative word is yet. The night is young, Katie.
Well, you know what I find interesting
We're not.
is there's a lot of people moving to the Blue Sky app.
What happened? Okay, I'll ask you
from
later.
the Twitter X. So
Maybe we'll have some weak tea next time.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people moving along. So we'll see.
But loose and fancy free.
Awesome.
Also, we need to make that a T-shirt. The night is young, but we aren't.
The night is young.
It can go in our tagline.
That's going in the tagline.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. On that note, thank you for coming out. We love you.
Night.
We'll see you. Don't forget, Wednesday is on YouTube. It's not here. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
Army Project 529. We'll see
At
you
9
then.
Eastern.
9 Eastern. We love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Jorge.